So the boys are back, baby. I probably won't break character again, but what I consider the best, if not, well, one of the best, if not the best serialized show on TV is back. And I am freaking excited as hell. It has some of the most on point, perfectly cast characters and actors and acting and dialogue and themes and the way they incorporate current events and social stuff and just everything is so well done. Pretty much anybody could find something to get offended about in this episode, and pretty much anybody can find something to cheer for in this episode. There are so many WTF moments. It is exactly what you expect from the boys. And they do throw a few curveballs at you too. The writing is almost too socially on point. There are moments where I almost groaned because of the parallels. And I know they do it on purpose. And I know that driving those emotions in the fans is part of the engagement that the show brings. And I actually love it for that. Season 4 was a little bit of a slow start. I've only watched episode 1. I will watch episode 2 today and release a video for it tomorrow. And probably watch episode 3 tomorrow morning and release something Sunday. I start a new job on Mondays, so my release schedule is going to be a little bit looser than it has been for the past couple of months while I've been working part-time and or not working at all. So, the ensemble cast requires a lot of setup, and I can get that. The cast keeps getting bigger, but all of the additions are good. And I dig the direction they're going with it. I really dig the direction going with it. One of the coolest things about this show is the chemistry that a lot of the actors have with each other. In particular, there are 3 pairings that I think just make this show. Huey and Victoria Newman, every single time they are together, it is, and I'm pretty sure they're dating or maybe even married in real life. But my God, their scenes are great. I don't want to cuss too much, but spoiler for the episode. When Huey assaults her with the acid at the very, very beginning, and she just starts cussing at him. I'm just like I have to be on TV in 5 minutes. Just so good. I love it. I absolutely love it. Like, they put these people... Oh, it's so good the way they put some of these people together. Homelander and Butcher. Like, they just continue to be, like, 2 forces of nature when they're in the room together. Like, it is wild. It's so intense. Like, Homelander talking about Neverland Ranch, Butcher just eyeballing him, daggers. Oh, so crazy. Mentioning the mass in his brain, Ryan getting concerned. Ryan has grown up, by the way. And I know they've still got him acting as if he was, a little bit younger than he is, but that actor definitely grew up. And Newman's daughter, holy shit. Wow. Snake Mouth McGee. That was wild. And I knew the character was going to happen in the trailer, but I didn't realize that that's, who it was going to be. Crazy. And Kimiko and her face-off moment. Speaking of Kimiko and Frenchie just continue to be the most relatable pair of people that you can see out there. Just 2 besties, almost a brother and sister, almost an in love. Just such a good pairing. Their scenes are just so relatable. They're so touching. When she tells him to be happy, I just love these characters so much. Like, they would just do anything for each other. Like, and this is good TV. This is what good TV does. 2 big themes I'm seeing so far. On the side of the boys, big theme is regret. Huey is regretting his relationship with his father. Butcher is regretting his relationship with Ryan. MM is regretting his relationship with his daughter. And Frenchie is struggling between his relationships between Kimiko and Colin. Regret. It's interesting seeing how they're playing with this emotion with these main characters, leading into what's going to be the final season in season 5. It's going to be really interesting where they go with this. And given that there's been a slow start, I imagine we're going to see another slow episode in episode 2. I imagine things won't start tightening up until episodes 3 or 4. But the direction it seems like they're going with this is something else. There have been a couple of little tiny Godolkin mentions, Gen V mentions so far that have been solid. The Ashley scene thanking Homelander, that whole scene was insane. Holy cow. Holy cow. I honest to God thought we were gonna see Deep do something to A-Train there. That would have been one wild ass episode 1 shock moment. That would have topped the Emma riding the in episode 1 in Gen V. Oh, I felt so terrible for that character. My God, that scene was over the top. Instead, we got what might have been TV's first close-up B-hole shot. My God. This show. Oh, this show. I have to assume it was a stand-in, but like every gay reactor I've seen has been like, in my headcanon, that's that guy's asshole. It's like, oh my God. Not Anthony Starr, the guy that plays Butcher. Urban. On the side of the 7, it seems like resignation is kind of the big theme, at least for A-Train and Deep. Noir is an obvious stand-in. I still think it's going to be revealed to be Sam. I know right now it's the same actor that played Noir last year, but I think when they do eventually go mask off, I do think it's going to be Sam under the mask. But we'll see. We'll see where that goes. It may just be a random fill-in. But yeah, Deep and A-Train are just deeply resigned to the fact that they are trapped where they are. And poor guys. But also couldn't happen to 2 more deserving people. Ashley continues to be solid. Just great. I already talked about Newman's daughter, but my God, she was wild. She was wild. And the fact that Newman's just completely invulnerable, does that mean Marie is also completely invulnerable? That would explain why she survived the Homelander blast to the chest. Bloodbenders are just invulnerable. But then Marie has to cut her palms with a knife. Huh. That might be a plot hole. We'll see. We'll see. Either way, pretty interesting. Homelander's continued narcissism. I'm a black woman that's 1,000 times smarter than you. Well, I'm pretty smart. See? Like, oh my God, dude. Like, you can't help yourself. You can't help yourself. And then, of course, he's collecting the gray reminders of his mortality, which is just deeply messed up. Holy F. Sister Sage is incredible. I want to love this character. I do. I want to love her. The actress is amazing. I still think she might be Marie's sister. That prediction might still come true. It looks like my prediction about Dean Morgan's character working for Edgar is likely not true, but it could still be. It could still be. And what was the other prediction I made? Oh, that Frenchie will die. I still think that's going to happen. So anyway, I'm none of my predictions are completely off the table yet. So that's kind of cool. Holy cow, what they did to Todd. And I mean, Todd was a dirtbag. Man, Todd was an idiot that got sucked into a misinformation sphere. And like, I almost feel sorry for him, but I'm also just at the point in my life personally where I'm just utterly done with people that lack critical thinking skills. But man, what a crowd manipulation. And the minute I realized it was three dudes milling around in a room with four soups, I was like, oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. So yeah, Dean Morgan's character is super intriguing. I don't know where they're going with him yet, but he is super intriguing. Yeah, episode 1 of The Boys. It was good. It was good. I'm giving it a 9.25 out of 10. The only reason I'm not giving it a 10 is because it was just a touch slow. It didn't ramp immediately up the way I was thinking it would. And I don't care for the firecracker character, what I've seen so far. The hardcore right-wing conspiracy theorist podcaster with superpowers is just not something that I'm going to get behind. But maybe I'll love to hate her. We'll see. So yeah, let me know what you thought. I'm curious. My name's Tim. I will be back in future days talking more about The Boys. I will be back in future days talking more about The Acolyte. And down the road, I will be back talking about Deadpool and Wolverine and eventually Umbrella Academy Season 4 this summer. So we've got some content coming your way. Like and sub if you're into that sort of thing. And I appreciate you coming by. Take care.